Let me ask you, are you tired of battling with bad health habits that seem just impossible to break? Do you often find yourself caught in a cycle of unhealthy choices, feeling like you're stuck in a rut? Well, stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to give you a 5-step process for how to break the bad habits that are destroying your health. Now, if you've watched me here on YouTube before, then welcome back. But if you are new to my channel, then welcome. I'm Dr. Kim Foster, and I'm an MD turned coach and wellness expert. I was a family doctor for 20 years before leaving the healthcare system to grow my wellness business. And I am also the founder of the Wellness Coach Academy, where we train and certify new and aspiring health and wellness coaches and help them to build their businesses. Here on YouTube, I talk about wellness and business, and I share all my best tips to help you to master the art of living well. And if those are things that you happen to be interested in, then go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos. Now let's talk about how to break bad health habits. We have all been there, stuck in a rut of bad habits that just seem absolutely impossible to break. For you, it could be overindulging in sugary treats, or skipping workouts, or constantly sacrificing on sleep by staying up too late scrolling on social media. These are just some examples of the kind of bad health habits that can really take a toll on our physical and mental well-being. However, the good news is that bad health habits are not set in stone. With some dedication and self-awareness and a plan of action, you can definitely break free from these destructive patterns and pave the way to a healthier and happier you. So like I said, in this video, I'm going to go through a comprehensive step-by-step guide to help you break those bad habits once and for all. We've got 5 steps to go through, and I want to make sure that you stay for all 5 so that this time your efforts to kick this bad habit will actually stick. The first step to breaking any bad habit is self-awareness and cultivating the right mindset. And there are several pieces to this particular step. For one thing, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. So take some time to reflect on your current health habits and identify the ones that really need to go. Ask yourself why you engage in these behaviors and how they make you feel. A little introspection will provide some very valuable insights into your motivations and your triggers, which will set the stage for lasting change. From there, you want to start to cultivate a growth mindset. So a growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and your qualities are not set in stone and unchangeable, but can be developed through dedication and by working on them. It's just really a matter of recognizing that you actually do have the power to change. So instead of thinking, I'm just not a healthy person, I want you to shift your perspective to, I can learn to make healthier choices. This seemingly subtle change in your thinking can be a real difference maker and can truly empower you to break free from your bad habits. Another element to cultivating your self-awareness and your mindset is to start to understand your triggers. So bad health habits often have triggers, whether they are emotional or situational or environmental. So I want you to pay attention to what prompts you to engage in these behaviors. Are you stress eating? Are you drinking too much alcohol on Fridays at the end of the week because you feel like you deserve to let off some steam after a really stressful work week? Understanding your triggers will help you to develop strategies to address them effectively. Another element of this first step, which is working on your self-awareness, is to develop a resilient mindset. It's really important to expect setbacks on your journey to breaking your bad habits. Rather than viewing these as failures, I want you to see them as opportunities to learn and grow. A resilient mindset is what will allow you to bounce back from setbacks and just continue pushing forward toward your goals. Finally, it's a really good idea to start practicing mindfulness. This can be a very powerful tool for breaking bad health habits. Mindfulness involves being present in the moment and paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings, but without judgment. When you practice mindfulness, you become a lot more aware of your habits, and then you can make conscious choices to begin to change them. So techniques like meditation and journaling, these can help you to develop your mindfulness muscles. Okay, so all those pieces are elements that go into your very first step, your foundation, which is to develop self-awareness and cultivate your mindset. And by the way, if you do recognize the importance of mindset when it comes to your health habits and your health choices, and you know you need more help with this, then I invite you to download my free workbook called Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life. And you can grab it by clicking the link in the description box. Okay, so let's move on to step number 2, which is to set clear and specific goals. So vague goals like, I want to be healthier, are much less effective than a concrete goal like, I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 days a week, or I will limit my sugar intake to 1 dessert per week. These clear goals will help you to stay focused and also to measure your progress. It's also really important to try to frame your goal and your intentions in a positive way. Intentions are powerful. Instead of framing your goals as, I want to stop doing X, I want you to focus on the positive aspect. I intend to prioritize my health and well-being by doing Y. By setting positive intentions, you reframe your mindset and create a forward-looking, constructive attitude toward change. For example, let's take that bad habit of staying up way too late every night, scrolling away on social media. Instead of framing your goal as, I'm going to stop scrolling on Instagram late at night, you can take the flip side, like the positive of this, and state your goal as, I am going to honor my body's need for sleep by charging my phone in the hallway outside my bedroom and leaving it there through the night. See the difference? The second one is much more active. It's focused on a concrete action that you can take. And it's also tied to you doing something positive that you are doing for yourself, which is honoring your body's need for sleep. Okay, so let's move on to step number 3, which is replace the habit with a positive behavior. Breaking a habit is often a whole lot easier when you replace it with a healthier alternative. Again, identify a positive behavior that can fill the void that is going to be left by this bad habit. As an example, let's say if you are trying to quit smoking. First, you're going to figure out what your triggers are for smoking. Like for some people, it's after meals or with their cup of coffee or when you're feeling really stressed out. So then make a plan for a more positive behavior that you could replace that smoke with when you encounter those triggers. So you also want to think about what you can do with your hands or with your mouth at those times, because for many smokers, those can be very powerful urges. So things like chewing gum often work well, or even just having a healthy snack like some crunchy raw carrots, which gives you that hand and mouth activity that you may feel a strong urge for during those trigger times. So if you feel the urge to smoke after meals, you could plan to just get up and go for a short walk immediately after you finish eating and start making a ritual of that instead of staying seated and lighting up after you finish eating. Any of these activities will just help to redirect your energy and focus and will serve as a pattern interrupt, which is definitely what you need. Breaking a bad habit is just much easier when you replace it with a healthier alternative. Okay, step 4 is to aim for gradual progress. This is really important. I don't want you to expect to break your bad habits overnight. Gradual progress is the key to any sustainable change. So when you get started, start small and just gradually increase your effort. If you're trying to cut down on caffeine, for example, start by reducing your daily intake gradually instead of just going cold turkey. That's what I did myself when I decaffeinated myself. I went down to half calf in my daily coffee, and then once I had adjusted to that, then I just went down further to alternating between half calf and decaf each day, and then from there just went fully decaf. Small incremental changes are much more likely to stick. It's also really important to understand that breaking bad habits is a process. It's not a single event. You need to be patient with yourself and recognize that setbacks can happen. Instead of aiming for instant perfection, focus on gradual progress. Take small steps and celebrate your successes along the way. If you slip up, don't be too hard on yourself. Just use it as an opportunity to learn and improve. As you go, you might have some negative thoughts about your ability to do this. Negative thoughts and self-doubt, though, can sabotage your efforts to break your habits. Challenge these thoughts and reframe them with positive affirmations. For example, when faced with the urge to indulge in a highly processed and unhealthy snack, which might be a habit that you're trying to break, pay attention to any negative self-talk that you might be having at that time. If you hear yourself saying, "I'm helpless," or "I really need this snack right now and I'm too weak to resist," try replacing those disempowering thoughts with something better like, "I am in control of my choices and I choose to nourish my body with foods that fuel me." Affirmations are short, positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly, and you can use them to reinforce your commitment to breaking bad habits. Always practice self-compassion and be gentle with yourself. Breaking bad habits is a process, and it is perfectly normal to encounter a few difficulties along the way. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would a close friend. Self-compassion fosters a positive mindset, and that is much more resilient in the face of challenges. Another strategy that you can use to help with your go slow approach is to reward yourself for your achievements all along the way. Do not wait until the finish line when you feel like you have completely kicked this particular habit. Celebrate all along the journey. When you reach a milestone, celebrate your success with a small treat or a fun activity. Positive reinforcement can make a big difference and can motivate you to stick with it and to keep making progress. Okay, so the final step number 5, is to get support and seek professional help if needed. Breaking bad habits is often much easier when you have a support system. So share your goals with friends and family who can provide encouragement and hold you accountable. Or consider joining a support group. Remember, you do not have to do this all alone. Also, breaking certain bad health habits, such as addiction, may require professional assistance. So don't hesitate to reach out to healthcare professionals, therapists, or counselors if you are struggling to break a habit that is significantly impacting your health and your well-being. They can provide you with tailored strategies and support. Okay, so that brings us to the end of my 5-step process for breaking your bad health habit. This is a challenging but definitely achievable thing. It requires self-awareness, clear goals, and a commitment to mastering your mindset and making gradual positive changes in your life. Remember that it is okay to seek support from friends or family or professionals when needed, and always remember to practice plenty of self-compassion as you go. By following these 5 steps and staying persistent, I know you can break free from destructive health habits and start on a journey toward a healthier, happier you. And if it helps you, go ahead and download my free workbook, Change Your Mindset, Change Your Life, by just clicking the link below. As always, I'd love to hear from you. What is one bad health habit that you are going to start working on breaking starting today? Let me know in the comments. Okay, that's a wrap for this video. Take care, have a wonderful day, and I will see you again very soon.